When you own a freeze dryer, there's maintenance that has to be done, just like any car or any other piece of equipment you own. So in today's video, I'm gonna break it down and show you how I change the oil on my freeze dryer. Let's go. Hey y'all, it's Stephanie and welcome. If you're new to our channel or you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button down below. It's absolutely free. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or any maintenance you need to see me do for the freeze dryer, leave it in the comment section down below. And just go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It will certainly help out the channel. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so here we are with our pump, and normally you would like to have your pump warm. My pump is cool at the moment, and I like to unplug mine. It won't shock you, but better to be safe than sorry. So I keep a container like this for the used oil that I drain directly out of the pump, and the reason why I do that is because the oil does have water in it, and so excuse my table, it's a mess, but the oil does have water in it, so it's better to have like a container that you can catch the water in. So we're going to open this up and we're going to let it drain, and you could watch it drain in the window right here. And if you tilt it, a lot of that that's coming out of the bottom is the water. So we'll just let this drain. And once I got it fully drained, we'll be back so I can show you. So we're still draining, but it's draining slowly. So what I'm going to do is I am going to open up this top valve right here where you insert the oil. I'm going to open that up, and then that way the air can come through while I'm draining, just to help it drain a little bit quicker. And that ring comes off sometimes, so I just put it back on the cap where it goes. But we're just going to continue letting this drain. And I tend to like push mine forward a little bit just to make sure that anything stuck in the bottom is coming out. Alright, so we're getting pretty close. This oil is kind of dirty, and the reason being is I had freeze dried something that actually, I guess, got into the pump, and I had talked to Freeze Right, and they say that this oil don't burn, so whatever I freeze dried had actually tainted the oil. So they recommended that I flush it out a couple times, which I have been doing. It's still kind of dark, but they actually recommended that I get a vacuum pump oil with a detergent in it. So that's what we're going to be using today. So I got this that's Dairyland brand vacuum oil pump, and this is for the milking machines, but I actually talked to the company, and they said that I could actually use this since my oil or my pump had something in it, because I've already cleaned this pump out. And if y'all want a video on how to clean it, I can do that. But I've taken it all apart and cleaned it out, and it's still dark. So they said just get this, and it should help cycle all that out. So I'll leave the vacuum pump oil, the Dairyland brand, are in the description box down below. But I'm gonna let this finish draining and we'll be back. Alright, so we are filled up, and I'm just gonna wipe that so it's not dripping. I did go a little bit over because there was quite a bit of water in that oil, if you can see that. Here, let me put the lid on so I can show you without tipping it. See that water at the bottom? Alright, so now you could probably see it. See all that water at the bottom? So that's why I put it in a jar first. We are going to recycle this oil. So we're gonna take, this is a brand new filter that I actually got from the Harvest freeze dryer. You get one with your, or I got one with my freeze dryer, but this one actually came from the company because I went on and I ordered another one. Now just make sure, because it does have a breathing hole here, so you want to make sure that you don't tip it or anything like that. But we're going to open that top section, and then we are going to make sure that we pour it in, but we're going to pour in only the oil. We're going to leave that bottom section in the jar. And we're not going to be able to get all of it out, but we will get most of it. And then that's how much I'll pour out. So we're going to let that sit. And that will actually filter through the filter part and down in here so that we can reuse it. All right, so we got the oil drained and filtering. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the pump sideways. I'm gonna take this paper plate and we are going to make a makeshift funnel out of it. Or if you have a funnel, just use the funnel that you got. But we're using a paper plate. I've used paper, I've used parchment paper, I've used all kinds of things. So, and we are going to use this hole right here to filter, but you also need to make sure that you have a view of the sight window, because we have a fuel level line that allows you to know where or how far to fill up the oil. Alright, so we are going to open our oil, and I got mine in the mail, so it's of course sealed a few different ways. And so we're going to put the funnel in there. We're going to grab our oil and we're going to fill up. Alright, so we are filled up. Now we will make sure that we replace the lid. I will throw away all the disposable stuff that we used. Put the lid back on our oil. And I like to make sure that I wipe my container off, because obviously this is a messy job. So just wipe it all down. And that is how you change the oil in your vacuum pump for your Harvest Right freeze dryer. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, hit the subscribe button down below. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.